This is Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa. The story of resurgent and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel. Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa.
Hello and welcome. I'm Gamachisa Wandida with the news, bringing you the latest stories and updates from across the continent. Let's begin with South Africa. South Africa will restart long-stalled nuclear power projects and reopen key research facilities as part of a push to rebuild domestic expertise and position itself in emerging global reactor fuel markets, Energy Minister Kosentso Ramokgopa said. Ramokgopa said the country is reopening fuel development labs, reviving the Pebble Bed Modular Reactor PBMR program, and training a new generation of nuclear scientists in partnership with universities. The South African Nuclear Energy Corporation will lead the renewed research agenda. Key facilities, including a nuclear fuel qualification lab and helium test sites, will be reactivated to position South Africa as a competitive supplier of high-temperature reactor fuel. The minister noted that China currently dominates the market, but said South Africa aims to become an additional major player. Ramokgopa acknowledged the 16-year setback of Pebble Bed Modular Reactor development, but said renewed partnerships and investment supported by 1.2 billion rand or $70 million in government funding will help rebuild capacity. South Africa is also moving ahead with multi-purpose research reactor to expand nuclear research and medical applications, including oncology, while advancing plans to add 5.2 gigawatt of domestic nuclear generation. Morocco sets new standard as Africa's premier real estate investment hub. The Morocco Showcase Summit 2025 will highlight the country's rise as Africa's premier real estate investment hub, driven by stability, strategic partnerships and commitment to green building standards. The event, hosted by Société Marocaine Token and API Events, will highlight opportunities in real estate, sustainable development and innovative finance. Investors are drawn to Morocco's political stability, strong institutional framework and expanding green building sector. Yasmin Bakari, Managing Director of AMS Africa, says these fundamentals give global investors confidence, while the rise of certifications such as IFC, EDGE, BREEAM and LEED is transforming the market and opening access to green financing. According to IFS, Morocco's 300,000 square meters of EDGE certified buildings already deliver major annual savings in energy, water and carbon emissions, signaling strong momentum for sustainable construction. Hospitality investors also see Morocco as a strategic gateway between Europe and Africa. Rafiq Kamal of Story Hospitality notes growing demand for luxury properties, eco-friendly developments, mixed-use projects and smart buildings, driven by tourism growth and favorable business conditions. With rising investor interest, a strong regulatory environment and commitment to green building standards, Morocco is emerging as Africa's premier hub for sustainable real estate and hospitality development.
They shaped history. They inspired generations. They are the notables. Join us as we honor Africa's greatest minds and trailblazers, the notables, celebrating Africa's icons.
Moving to Somalia, Somalia has officially launched the distribution of voter cards in Mogadishu ahead of the capital's municipal elections, marking a significant move in the nation's broader move toward direct elections. Nearly 1 million registered voters in the Benadir region are expected to take part in the upcoming polls. On Sunday, the National Independent Electoral Commission's chairperson, Abdulhakeem Ahmed Hassan, urged residents of the capital to collect their voters' cards without delay. The municipal elections were originally scheduled for October 30. Mogadishu's upcoming municipal elections are considered a key test of Somalia's readiness for direct voting. Mozambique's Santa Carolina, known as Paradise Island and made popular by the global show Survivor, is set for a major revival as South African luxury travel company. Singita invests $102 million in new tourism infrastructure, according to Bloomberg. The project includes a $60 million 60-bed luxury lodge and $42 million in additional developments across the Bazaruto archipelago. The investment will redevelop the island's abandoned colonial-era hotel, once frequented by celebrities like Elton John and Bob Dylan, and is expected to help revive Mozambique's struggling tourism sector following recent unrest. It also marks Singita's first marine conservation-focused project, with the island located in one of East Africa's marine biodiversity corridors. President Daniel Chapo's government has been working to attract foreign investment with incentives such as 10-year residency visas for investors, bringing in at least $5 million and plan to simplify travel permits for tourists. Singita's investment is expected to create jobs, support local communities and draw more high-end travelers to islands, turquoise waters and rich marine life. The project signals renewed confidence in Mozambique's tourism potential and may encourage further sustainable, conservation-led investments in the sector. Moving to business news, Secretary-General of the African Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat, Wamkali Mene, participated in the Future Economic Forum 2025 held in Seoul, Republic of Korea, where he reaffirmed Africa's strong progress toward deeper economic integration. In his address, Mene emphasized the growing momentum behind the African Continental Free Trade Area and called on global partners to engage more strategically with Africa as the global trade landscape continues to shift. He noted that the African Continental Free Trade Area provides an essential platform for international collaboration, positioning Africa as an increasingly influential player in global commerce. Many underscored that the African Continental Free Trade Area remains one of the world's most significant economic integration initiatives, offering a unified continental market and enhanced predictability for investors. He added that the agreement presents meaningful commercial opportunities not only for African businesses but also for international partners seeking stable and scalable market access. His remarks reinforced the African Continental Free Trade Area's role in reshaping Africa's economic future and strengthening its position within the global economy. ESCOM has announced an ambitious plan to expand its electricity infrastructure by constructing 14,000 kilometers of new transmission lines. Electricity Minister Kosencio Ramakopa announced at a media briefing in Pretoria on Sunday that the project will cost not less than 440 billion rand. The new transmission lines are expected to strengthen ESCOM's existing network. Ramakopa said the expansion will help improve universal access to electricity. He said the initiative will make it possible to connect people in remote and rural areas. One of the reasons universal access has remained out of reach, he added, is the high cost of extending services, particularly the expense of building backbone infrastructure such as transmission lines. Moving to sport news, the Democratic Republic of Congo kept alive hopes of a World Cup place as they edged Nigeria 4-3 on penalties after a 1-1 draw at the end of extra time to win the African qualifying playoffs in Morocco on Sunday. Democratic Republic Congo now await the draw on Thursday for the Inter-Confederation playoff in March, where 6 teams will chase 2 places at the 48-team finals. Captain Chancel Memba converted the decisive kick after Congolese substitute goalkeeper Timothy Fayulu brought on a minute before the shootout made 2 saves in the shootout. Frank Onyeka had Nigeria ahead in the 3rd minute, but Monchek earlier equalized for the 2 sides to be level 1-1 after extra time. Ashraf Hakimi, Mohamed Salah and Victor Osimhen will contest Africa's top individual football award after being named the 3 finalists for the CAF Player of the Year prize, the Confederation of African Football said on Sunday. Hakimi, the Moroccan captain, crowned a historic season by winning the Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain for the first time in the club's history, along with the French League and Cup double and the European Super Cup. Egypt's Mohamed Salah played a pivotal role in Liverpool's Premier League title win last season, scoring 29 goals and providing 18 assists to claim both the Golden Boot and Player Maker awards. The 33-year-old also won the PFA Player of the Year and is bidding for his 3rd CAF crown after triumphs in 2017 and 2018. Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen fired Galatasaray to a league and cup double in Turkey, finishing as the league's top scorer with 26 goals. Osimhen previously won the award in 2023, the same year Hakimi finished runner-up. Last year's winner Ademola Lookman, who edged Hakimi for the award, did not make the final shortlist. Next, let's check the current weather forecast. Thanks for joining us on Pulse of Africa News. Keep following us for more stories that matter across the continent.